Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ron Pat's Memorial Field here in beautiful Carbondale, Colorado. I am your host, Brooks Chatman, your play-by-play and color commentator for today's version of your Roaring Fork Rams versus the Montezuma Cortez Panthers. This game is game one of many to come here in the Trent Gusher tournament that the Roaring Fork Rams hold every single season. It has been 4 years in a row now that the Roaring Fork Rams have proudly hosted this amazing tournament in memory of Trent Gusher. The Rams just ran out on the field after this national anthem. Your starting lineup for the Roaring Fork Rams. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 7, Kenny Riley. On the mound today, number 8, Cole Fenton. Behind the dish, catching Cole, number 11, Noel Richardson. And in center field, number 23, Donnie Reed. DHing for Weston Sherman, who is playing left field, is going to be Ethan Gardner. Number 18, at second base, one of your captains and seniors, Max Seitel Hayes. And rounding out the order, the last three, Teo Manconi at third, Chase Fenton at first, and Ben Oldham in left. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an amazing game underway here as the Rams are just getting things figured out here in their warm-ups, as we are just about close to first pitch. The Montezuma Cortez Panthers, as I will be referring to them as the Cortez Panthers, because that is a whole mouthful, coming to today's play with a phenomenal season up to this point so far. I'll get into those stats and data throughout the broadcast. As Cole Fenton finishes up his warm-up pitches, I would like to say thank you to our sponsors who have made all this possible, as I will be giving them acknowledgement throughout this game. As Noel Richardson throws down to second, we are underway here at Ron Pat's Memorial Field for Game 1 of the Trent Gusher Tournament. Leading off, number 13, Corey Carver for the Cortez Panthers. Corey's playing shortstop today. Corey led the entire team in basically every hitting side. I'll get into that later. He is now a sophomore, one of the best hitters here in this Cortez lineup. The first pitch from Cole Fenton swung on and missed, and we are underway. Corey Carver, a right-handed batter, wears number 13. One of the best hitters on this team. I talked to head coach of the Panthers prior to this game, and he has just nothing but good to say about Mr. Corey Carver as he takes that ball high, 1-1. Cole Fenton, as I mentioned, on the mound here for the Roaring Fork Rams. Sets up for the 1-1 pitch. Here comes. Just misses high, says Bob Richardson, the home plate umpire. 2-1. Coach Passel, the head coach of the Cortez Panthers, he's a joy to talk to. Last year I was able to interview him a couple times as Carver sends out one foul. Back behind home plate, 2-2. As I was mentioning, I was talking to Coach Passel, and I'll get into that interview later on in this broadcast, but he's just so fun to talk to. Obviously, you can tell that he knows quite a lot about the game of baseball, and especially at the high school level. Looking for his first strikeout, the 2-2 pitch. Just misses high, 3-2 to leadoff batter, Corey Carver. The 3-2. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Kenny Riley under it. Says he's got it. He's got it for the first out. So a 6-pitch first at bat to leadoff hitter Corey Carver that ended in a pop out to shortstop Kenny Riley. The batter will be Parker Conrad. Parker's in center field. He wears number 9. Right-handed batter. Bat wiggling on the shoulder. First pitch from Fenton. Just misses high. 1-0. Our two umpires today is Gary Nislanik. He is the infield umpire. And then we got Bob Richardson, as always, behind the plate. Big swing and miss from Parker Conrad. 1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Fenton. This could be skied. Right side. Weston Sherman makes the catch. Sun in his eyes. 2 outs. The 3-hole hitter for the Cortez Panthers will be Darren Daves, number 25. He's playing third base today. He's got some swagger on, absolutely. He's got some amazing cleats going. He's got some Bruce Bolt's batting gloves. Definitely a good-looking ball player for sure with all of his extra equipment. Here's the first pitch from Fenton to the left-handed batter. Missed high and away. Ball 1. Darren Daves ahead in the count. Here's the 1-0. That'll be fouled away. 1-1. That's going to be skied third base. That'll land in fair territory over the head of Teo Manconi. Ben Oldham gets to it in time. Darren Daves took a big turnaround first, but put the brakes on. So that'll be a very unlucky single that Cole Fenton allows to third baseman Daves. And now the batter will be Colby Worth. Colby's playing catcher today, number 12. Fenton settles up for this first pitch. Here comes. Swung on and missed. Worth behind the count 0-1. One thing that Fenton has, I don't want to say struggled so far this year, but it's definitely been a knack for him. He's very worried about the runners on base, especially at first. Steps off a lot, throws over. The runner is off with the pitch. Noel Richardson back to first. Not in time. Safe call by Gary Nislanik. That was a good way to get it back to the first baseman, Chase Fenton, brother of Cole Fenton. Long look at first. Still looking over his shoulder. Bouncing around is Daves. He'll step off. That's what I'm talking about. Two down here in this top of the first inning. The Cortez Panthers are tied up with the Roaring Fork Rams, 0-0, as that's going to be a big swing and miss from Colby Worth, 1-2. Long look at first. Dave's in the mind of Cole Fenton. Here's the pitch. Runners off. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 swinging. Cole Fenton gets his K, and the Roaring Fork Rams look to score and get on the board first here on the top of the first inning. During this half inning, I do want to thank our sponsors for making all this possible, giving all the financial support needed to get this broadcast live onto Aspen TV GrassRoots YouTube channel. So our first sponsor, First Bank, banking for good. And to A&B Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and the security to fulfill all customer personal and financial needs. And Bank of Colorado, to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values. And to Retreat, a place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah mountains. Your journey to wellness begins here. And our final sponsor, TerraLink Structures, Sustainable Building. Thank you very much to our sponsors who make all this possible as you are watching the Roaring Fork Rams versus the Cortez Panthers here in Aspen GrassRoots TV. We are back here in the bottom of the first inning. The Roaring Fork Rams tied up with the Cortez Panthers, 0-0. As we look to get on the board first, collect a couple hits, do some Roaring Fork baseball, steal a couple bags. For any of those following, you know the drill. So the leadoff hitter here for the Roaring Fork Rams will be Kenny Riley, number 7, playing shortstop. On the mound here for the Cortez Panthers as he throws ball 1 is Seth Oaks. Seth Oaks is a left-handed junior, wears number 16. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Riley. That'll miss low. 2 balls and no strikes. Riley has been such a reliable leadoff hitter so far this year. Gets on a lot, steals plenty of bags. Just a good base runner overall, as that miss will be below the zone, 3-0. Here at Ron Patch Memorial Field, we got multiple teams coming to play here in this Trent Gosha tournament. As that will be ball 4 to Kenny Riley. 4 straight balls, and that'll be a leadoff walk. Now the batter will be left-handed hitter Cole Fenton, pitching for us today. For those of you that are not aware, Cole led all sophomores in the entire nation last season in strikeouts. Oaks readies for the first pitch, and he'll get it in there for his first strike of the day, 0-1. No balls and a strike here on Fenton. That'll miss low. 1-1. The Cortez Panthers missing out on their ace as Miles Frost tore a ligament in his elbow back during the winter. As I was talking with Coach Passel about that, he posted a .55 ERA as Kenny Riley should be in there in time. Oh my goodness, what a throw. Beautiful throw from the catcher Worth. And Kenny Riley's gunned down. That is not a sight you see often here with the Roaring Fork Rams. Kenny Riley, pretty sure-handed. He got a really good jump on it. It's just a strong throw from the backstop. Fenton, in a tied-up count, the pitch. That'll miss high, 3-1. Actually, excuse me, the count is 2-2. I do apologize. After the stolen base, I got a little mixed up, so that is my apologies. That'll be lined into right center field. That'll get down in the gap for a base hit. So Cole Fenton gets things started. Well, I should say gets mostly things started with a knock here in the bottom of the first inning, and the batter will be Noel Richardson, your captain and backstop today for the Roaring Fork Rams. Noel wearing number 11 in memory of his older brother. First pitch. Half swing, pops it up to first. Battling the sun, makes the catch for the second out. 1 pitch, 1 out. That was an unusual swing from Noel Richardson. You don't usually see him, have that type of half swing. Usually he falls through otherwise, so he might have been fooled. Depending on the velocity, the location, the type of pitch. You never know. That's why baseball is so unpredictable. The batter will be Donnie Reed now, sophomore, playing center field today. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Just a tick late, 0-1. Wind is starting to pick up here just a little bit here in Carbondale, Colorado. Throw back to first. Not in time. Rams looking to pick up a win as they're not on the track that they would like to see. They have played a lot of tough teams early on in this season, as they've played a lot of teams in higher divisions. As that's going to be swung on and missed by Donnie Reed, 1-2. Cole Fenton, the runner at first, 2 outs here on the spot in the first inning. Here's the 2-strike pitch to Donnie Reed. In there for strike 3. Donna Reed strikes out looking for the third out. Rams pick up 1 hit, but no runs, thanks to Cole Fenton. Or the 1 hit thanks to Cole Fenton, not because of the no runs. But regardless, we are still tied here at 0s going into the top of the 2nd inning. Your Iron Fork Rams looking to take Game 1 of this Trent Gosha tournament. As Noel Richardson throws things down to second base, we are underway here in the top of the 2nd inning. We're Iron Fork Rams still tied up with the Cortez Panthers, 0-0. Leadoff batter for this inning will be Samson Lean, playing second base today. Number 26 is definitely a larger second baseman compared to those that you would see at the high school level, let alone college or even MLB level. He's a pretty stout player. Here's the first pitch from Fenton. That's going to be fouled away, and we're underway, 0-1. Currently, the Cortez Panthers come into today's game ranked 120th in the state of Colorado with a 4-5 record. That'll be grounded up to shortstop Kenny Riley. Gets up, fires the first way over and to the side of the first baseman, Chase Fenton. So a tough throw from Kenny Riley. That'll be an E6. And the batter will be Easton Pixler. Easton is wearing the number 3, playing right field. With a runner on first. Not because of Cole Fenton's fault. Here's the first pitch to him. Throw back to first. Almost got him. That was a good move. Last year, the Cortez Panthers finished with a 22-6 record, boating a 7-1 league record in the 3A, 2A Intermountain League. Here's the pitch. That'll miss low. If you're not too familiar with where Cortez is, this was a absolute long drive for them. So within Colorado, it is in about the bottom left corner of the state, about a 45-minute drive from the Utah-Colorado border, as that'll be another pickoff move. Nothing going. Cortez traveled, this is ballpark. I didn't write this down in my notes. I would assume it's about 3.5 hours just to play at this Trent Gosha tournament. A pitch will miss high, 3-0. That'll be upstairs. Now it's 3-0. I believe the Cortez dugout had things mixed up as they were chanting 3-0 to the batter Easton Pixler. Runner on first is Lean. Pixler the batter. Fenton takes a long stare at first. Gets ready for this 3-0 pitch. Throw back to first. That should be in time. Oh. He just barely got in there. Here's a 3-0 pitch. That'll be in there for a strike. 3-1. Another peek at first, a long peek at first, still peeking over the shoulder. The 3-1 pitch, and therefore strike. He's automatic, 3-2. The next batter will be Jarris McDonald, following the current batter, Easton Pixler. He's in a 3-2 battle here with Cole Fenton. A long pause, the pitch. Just got a piece of it. Fouled it away. The count stays 3-2. Infield stays ready for the double play ball. The 3-2 count. The pitch. Called for strike 3 at the knees. Good location from Cole Fenton. That'll be out number 1. Pixler goes down looking. And now the batter will be Jarris McDonald, playing first base today. Left-handed batter, wears number 20. Runner on first, the pitch. And their first strike, high and in. Cole Fenton is definitely will go down as probably the best pitcher in Roaring Fork history, and probably one of the best players in Roaring Fork history. And he's only just a third, not even a third of the way into his junior season. Last year, he proved that very well, as he was one of the best pitchers in the entire nation. As he induces weak contact, left side, Ben Oldham giving chase. Won't get there, though. His long, majestic mullet, as he was running off to the left side. He was run so hard, his hat fell off, his glasses fell off. It was just a yard sale. So no balls and 2 strikes. He with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. That'll miss. 1-2. McDonald in a 1-2 count. The pitch. Line to the left side. That'll go onto the track and foul. The count stays 1-2. Jarris McDonald fouling off the last 2 pitches. Cole Fenton trying to finish him off. Wonder if he goes curve here. I do wonder if he changes things up. Well, now let's say that might go to the changeup. The 1-2. Way upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Third batter of the inning. 2-2 pitch. Just missed high and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. McDonald started the count 0-2, has worked it back full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Throw back to first. Not in time. That is just, I believe, I haven't been keeping track, but I believe it's 4 pickoff attempts over at the runner at first, Samson Moline. The 3-2. Weak contact. Cole Fenton throws it to second in time. Throw back to first. Not in time. Good job by Cole to get the lead runner. And there will be 2 outs in the inning for the batter, Tegan Mestas. Tegan is DHing today. Number 27, right-handed batter. Here's the first pitch. At the knees for a strike. Beautiful location. Mestas in the right-hander's batter's box awaits the 0-1. The pitch. Popped up on the infield. Chase Fenton giving chase. Makes a catch for the third out. The Rams commit one error, but nothing goes off of it. Cole Fenton gets a backwards K, a fielder's choice, and a pop out for the 3 outs here in the top of the second inning. Going into the bottom of the second inning, I do want to thank our sponsors who have made this all possible to be able to stream onto YouTube with all the equipment needed and just all of it. I do want to thank them so much for what they have done for me. So First Bank, banking for good, and to A&B Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and the security to fulfill all customer personal and financial needs. And to Bank of Colorado, to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values. And to Retreat, a place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah mountains. Your journey to wellness begins here. And to TerraLink Structures, sustainable building. Thank you very much one more time to our sponsors, making all this possible with all the financial support needed. Here to stream on Aspen TV Grassroots. I am your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, coming to you live from Ron Patch Memorial Field here in Carbondale, Colorado. Game 1 of many of the Trent Gosha tournament. Leading off this bottom of the second inning will be, oh my goodness, I didn't flip my score sheet over. Leading off this inning will be number 9, designated hitter, Ethan Gardner. That first pitch will bounce in front of the plate. 1-0. Left-handed pitcher Seth Oaks on the mound for the Cortez Panthers as we are tied up 0-0 here in this bottom half of the second frame. Ethan Gardner makes a lot of hard contact. Let's see if he can do that here. First pitch would be grounded to first. Good play. Steps on the bag for the first out. Following Ethan Gardner will be Max Seitel Hayes. He's playing second base today, wears number 18, right-handed batter. Rams coming into today's play with a 2-6 record, dropping 2 games at home and winning their lonely 2 wins also here at Ron Patch Memorial Field. Defense has definitely been the biggest setback and largest struggle here for this, young and early team. Absolutely. As we're here just in the first couple games of the season, progressing, you can already tell that things are definitely going in the right direction. Yesterday, the Roaring Fork Rams just lost by 1 run in extra innings. It was heartbreaking fashion as the Rams choked up another error in the field that ended things. Here's the pitch to Seitel Hayes. That'll be called for strike 3. Wow. Generous call by Bob Richardson, and that'll be the second out. Teo Manconi will be the batter now. Teo is a junior. He is playing third base today, wearing number 12. Quick first 2 outs for the Rams. Let's see if Manconi can extend the inning. First pitch to him will be called high by home plate umpire Bob Richardson. 1-0. Just got a piece of it, sent it back to the backstop. 1-1. Usually you would see Charlie Phillips starting at third base, but today, and also I believe yesterday, Teo Manconi has made the start. Here's the pitch from Oaks, just below the knees. 2 balls and a strike now. That'll miss. Manconi ahead in the count. Here's the pitch from Oaks. Line drive up the middle, caught by the second baseman. Good contact by Manconi, but it was taken away by the Cortez Panthers' tall second baseman for the third out. The Rams go silent here in the second inning. Still tied up with the Panthers, though. 0-0. Leading off this top of the third inning for the Cortez Panthers will be number 32, Tegan Mestas. That is actually not true. Tegan Mestas, I do apologize. Tegan Mestas popped out to third in his last at bat. The batter is Dean York. I do apologize. Cole Fenton tied up in the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on him. Here's the pitch. That'll miss high. Dean York was on this lineup last year. I do remember the name. Just misses high and away. 3 balls and 1 strike. Dean York is hitting for the left-handed pitcher, Seth Oaks, today. Here's the pitch from Fenton. Called for a strike. Full count now. The 3-2 pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. Dean York strikes out swinging for the first out here in the top of the third inning. Something going on at home plate. Not too sure what's up. Oh, there was an equipment malfunction with Noel Richardson. That's what was going on. So the batter is Corey Carver. We're back to the top of the lineup. Through the first 9, the Cortez Panthers picked up 1 single and 3 strikeouts. Here's the first pitch to Carver. Curveball misses big time. 1-0. One ball and a strike on Carver, the pitch. That'll miss high. 2-0 now. Last year, Corey Carver was definitely the best hitter on the Cortez Panthers. He led in multiple stats for the Panthers. Now, just sit with me here. It'll take me a second to read all these stats off. But last year, as a freshman, Corey Carver led in average, on-base percentage, home runs, stolen bases, runs, hits, slugging percentage, and doubles. And at the national level, he was ranked 24th with his 58th run scores, while at the state level, he was second in runs and top 20 in multiple categories, all of those that I had just mentioned. So Carver is the real deal as he walks. And the batter will be number 9, Parker Conrad, playing center field. Long stare at first. Conrad can run. Throw back to first. Just in time. One ball, no strike. The pitch. Just missed high. 2-0 now. On the 2-hole hitter, Parker Conrad. One out here in the top of the third inning. Carver the runner at first. He doesn't go. Called for a strike at the knees. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. Misses low. That'll get past Noel Richardson. Corey Carver moves up to second. Now that makes things a lot more different with a runner in scoring position with a 3-1 count. Called for a strike. 3-2. The 3-2. Popped up foul. Looking for his fourth strikeout. Second of the inning. Steps off. That was a really good move by Fenton. The runner at second, Carver, as I mentioned earlier, led the team in stolen bases. Here's a pitch. That'll miss low for ball 4. Two runners on with one out. And the Cortez Panthers got something cooking here in the top of the third inning. So the inning started off with a backwards K to Dean York, and then back-to-back walks to Corey Carver and Parker Conrad. And now the batter, left-handed batter, Darren Daves. He got a little excuse me single back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Noel Richardson has a shot at it. Makes the catch. Good play by your captain, Noah Richardson. And Darren Daves pops out. 1 pitch, 1 out. And now the batter will be Colby Worth, the catcher. Max Seitel Hayes, the second baseman, making call-outs to the other infielders. Plays out 1, 2, or 3. Just need to get a play somewhere. Colby Worth struck out in his first stab out. He's 0 for 1. First pitch from Fenton. Inside. Ball 1. Cortez has sent 5 batters to the plate this inning, as Fenton steps off once more. Sky left side. Ben Oldham giving chase. That lands fair. Oh, my goodness. That's unlucky. Cutoff throw. Not in time, as both runs will score. That'll be a 2-run RBI double by Colby Worth. And the Cortez Panthers get on the board first. 2-0. Samson Lean will be the batter now. Ben Oldham just gave that ball chase, but it just kept going, and it somehow miraculously landed in fair territory as Samson Lean swings through that pitch. 0-1. Call for a strike. 0-2 now. Cole Fenton probably a little frustrated. That's why he's pumping some strikes now. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Gets the strikeout he was looking for, but not without the Panthers jumping on the board first. 2 RBI double by Colby Worth. And the Cortez Panthers have a 2-0 lead over your Roaring Fork Rams here in Game 1 of the Trent Gosha Tournament. I am your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, here to give you this game and be the voice of the Roaring Fork Rams. But, of course, none of this would be possible without the support of your local sponsors: First Bank, A&B Bank, Bank of Colorado, Retreat, and Terra Lake Structures. Roaring Fork Rams looking to get on the board here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, as we've got a lot of baseball to go. Welcome back to Ron Pat's Memorial Field here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Your Roaring Fork Rams trailing the Cortez Panthers as of a score of 2-0. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 3rd inning will be Chase Fenton, brother of Cole Fenton. Chase is a freshman here in this varsity lineup. He's a phenomenal athlete, good speed, great power, as this could be swung on and missed, just a tick behind. 1-1. Oaks readies. Here's the pitch. Just below the knees, 2 balls and a strike. Looks like we got some other teams here from, other places. Well, I'll give you a full rundown of the Trinkosh's schedule here in just a little bit, as that pitch misses middle and away, 3 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike. Here's a pitch from Oaks. Swung on and missed. Fouled into the glove of Worth. 3-2 now. The pitch blopped. I was trying to say dropped into shallow center field, but blopped was the word that came out. That'll be a fly out to the shortstop for the first out. Now the 9-hole hitter, wearing number 10, right-handed batter Ben Oldham. (8-9-1) will be the order for the Rams this inning. The pitch swung on and missed. Ahead in the count is Oaks. The pitch way inside. 1-1. Pitch from Oaks. High and away will miss. 2-1. Ben Oldham is just one of 3 seniors here on this Roaring Fork Rams varsity lineup. Well, the entire roster. Ben Oldham, Max Hayes, and Noel Richardson are the 3 seniors, as last year showcased plenty of seniors as we graduated almost the entire lineup. As that pitch will be called inside for a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That'll miss high. 3-2 now. Walker knock situation here. Full count pitch on to Ben Oldham. Rams need something going to put themselves in this game. Well, they're still in this game, but down 2-0, not the best place you'd like to be. That'll be a swing and strike. Swing and strike 3, that is, for the second out. Now the batter will be leadoff man. Number 7. I keep getting that wrong. Number 7, Kenny Riley, playing shortstop today. First pitch swung on and missed. Oaks is getting a lot of swinging strikes today from the Roaring Fork Rams. Which is not what you would love to see. You would rather, at least contact being made. So behind the count 0-2 is Kenny Riley. He walked in his first at bat, then got caught stealing. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Went with the off speed. Got him fooled for strike 3. Rams strike out twice and pop out into shallow center field. Further 3 outs of this bottom of the third inning. Tough scene from the 8-9-1 hitters. Let's see if Cole Fitch can go back on the mound and shut down the Panthers some more. Panthers lead 2-0. We are back here in Ron Pat's Memorial Field. Roaring Fork Rams trailing the Cortez Panthers 2-0 here in this top of the fourth inning. Easton Pixler will be the batter. Playing right field. Where's number 3? Easton struck out looking back in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Just called for a ball high and away, and we're underway. One ball, no strikes. That'll be called. It's a pitch Bob Richardson loves to call. 1-1. Not saying that is a bad thing necessarily. That's just a very Bob Richardson strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That is right down Broadway. 1-2 now. Looking to give Pixler his second strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That'll hit him. Man, that's unfortunate. Hit by pitch to Pixler, and the batter will be Jarris McDonald. Jarris tapped out to Cole Fenton, where Cole threw to second, but the middle infield couldn't finish the double play. He's 0 for 1. Noel Richardson going to give just a little chat to Cole Fenton on the mound. Only one runner on, but with no outs here in this fourth inning. The Rams trying to limit the damage as we're trailing 2-0. Bunt attempt, skied up, popped foul. Runner first being held by Cole's brother Chase. The Fenton brothers are the only pair of brothers on this team. The 1 pitch. Bunt attempt again. That's a beautiful one. Cole Fenton gets up, fires to his brother Chase. In time for the out. So Jarris is 0 for 2, but that sacrifice bunt was beautiful. Able to advance Easton Pixler to second base. Now the batter will be Tegan Mestas. He popped out to first to end the second inning. 1 out in the inning, runner on second. Right-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher. First pitch. Just missed. Just missed. Mestas is DHing today. 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. One ball, one strike. Here on the designated hitter, the pitch. Swung on and missed. Swung right over the curveball. 1-2. Mestas bats 8 in this lineup. The pitch. Just got a piece of it. And it looks like that foul ball went into the plexiglass that I used last season. Oh, man. I got lucky all year long as that plexiglass didn't even see a ball get anywhere near it. And that one went right through it. I mean, it just shattered. That'll be skied into center field. Weston Sherman lets it drop right in front of him. So that's going to be a dropped ball by Weston Sherman. I don't even know. I don't even want to put that as a single because, I mean, that was not an earned single, but technically, that will be a single for Tegan Mestas. And now the batter will be Dean York. Dean struck out looking in his last at-bat. That was in the third inning, just an inning ago. 2 runners on. The double play is set up. Let's see if we can get some weak contact and twist it in the middle infield. Good velocity right there from Fenton, 0-1. Step off by Fenton. Oh, 1 pitch. Just tapped foul. 0-2. I think this, in my opinion, would be a phenomenal opportunity to throw a curveball in the zone to get another backwards K. If you can get it middle inside, that'll be the perfect spot. The 0-2. Kept with the fastball, went high and away with it. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 runners on. The pitch to York. Just got a piece of it. 1-2 once more. Runner at first, Mestas. Runner at second, Easton Pixler. The 1-2. That'll bounce in front of the plate. That'll be 2 stolen bases. Good read by both runners. Now that changes the whole situation. Both runners in scoring position with only 1 out. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Foul. Bob Richardson says fouled into the glove. Regardless, still counts as a strikeout. Second strikeout for Dean York today. Now the batter will be leadoff hitter Corey Carver. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Weather is just absolutely beautiful here at Ron Patch Memorial Field. Here in Game 1 of many in this Trent Gosha tournament. First pitch. Lined into center field. Donnie Reed giving chase. Can't make the catch. That was a rocket into center field. Both runs will score. Corey Carver on his way to third. The throw to third. No throw. Corey Carver with the rope up the middle for a 2 RBI triple. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just a sophomore. Last year, he led the team in basically every hitting stat imaginable with 5 home runs on the year. He is legit. So two more runs come across to score for the Cortez Panthers, 4-0 here in the top of the 4th inning. Batter will be Parker Conrad, and another RBI opportunity here. Pitch misses high. 1-0. Parker is 0 for 1 with a walk. Here's a pitch. Called for a ball. 2-0. Panthers have definitely found their groove here. Got a lot of momentum going here in this 4th inning. The 2-0 pitch. Just got a piece of that. Felled it straight back. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here on Conrad. The pitch. Misses high and away, 3-1. For ball 4. Conrad walks on back-to-back at-bats. And now Noel Richardson going to come and talk to Cole Fenton as he's got runners on the corners with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning after a 2-run triple by Corey Carver. The next batter will be Darren Daves. Short meeting on the mound for the Roaring Fork infield. Now the Rams have to deal with a left-handed batter coming in the form of Darren Daves. He's 1 for 2 with a single. A soccer game is getting ready to play here just behind me at the CMS soccer and football field. We also play lacrosse. What else do we do on here? We have a lot of sports at the CMS field. That'll hit the end of the bat. Unlucky for Daves. 0-1. Would have hit him, but instead he moved his bat just a little bit. 0-1. Carver the runner at third. Conrad the runner at first. The 0-1 pitch to Darren Daves. Called for a ball outside, 1-1. Seven out of the 9 batters have come up to hit here in this top of the 4th inning as the Cortez Panthers have tallied on 2 more runs. Ground ball to first. That's going to get through for a base hit. RBI base hit for Darren Daves. And the runners will just flip places. Runners on the corners still with 2 outs. Colby Worth will be the batter now. He had a 2-run double in just the previous inning, the 3rd inning. Worth, the backstop today for the Panthers. Where's number 12? Corner situation. Runners off to second. Throw down. Man. It's going to get past the second baseman, Max Seitel Hayes, and the ball got past the center fielder, Donnie Reed, so both runners come across the score. And the Rams now trail 7-0. Unfortunate inning for the Rams. Has just been a lot of defensive mishaps, especially right there, allowing 2 more runs. First pitch. Misses for a ball. Two balls and no strikes. On Colby Worth, the catcher. 2-0 pitch. Skied center field. Donnie Reed coming in. Communicate out there. He'll make the catch for the 3rd out. Rams allowed 5 runs here in this top of the 4th inning to the Cortez Panthers. We got a lot of work to do if we come back to this from this deficit. 7-0 going into the home half of the 7th inning. Home half of the 4th inning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Ron Patch Memorial Field here for Game 1 of this Trent Gosha tournament as Cole Fenton swings at the first pitch, pops it into shallow left field. Corey Carver under it, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Noel Richardson, number 11, took 1 swing and his lonely at-bat popped out to third. It was just a half swing. So let's see if he can have a better quality at-bat here. First pitch grounded to short. Corey Carver, short-handed, throws over to first in time. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Now the batter will be Donnie Reed. Donnie struck out looking back in his first at-bat. That came in the first inning. Reed has a lot of power. First pitch from Oaks, called for a strike at the knees. 0-1. Pitch from Oaks misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Oaks. Whoa, big mistake swing. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs in this bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch. That'll hit him. And that might just be what the Rams need to spark something here in the top of the 4th inning. 2 outs in the inning, and the batter will be Ethan Gardner. First pitch from Oaks. That'll be taken high for ball 1. Ethan grounded out to first. Back in his first at-bat that came in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Throw back to first. Not in time. Good pickoff attempt by the catcher Worth. The pitch misses. Oh, called for a strike. Wow. One ball, 2 strikes. Donnie Reed, the runner at first. The pitch. Runner's off. Just got a piece. Donnie Reed was flying. Donnie definitely would have had that bag stolen. Two outs in the inning. 2 strike count here on Ethan Gardner. Rams still searching for their first home run of the season. The left-hander Oaks readies. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The Rams get one more base runner off of a hit by pitch to Donnie Reed. They still trail the Montezuma Cortez Panthers 7-0. You're listening to the Roaring Fork Rams versus the Panthers here on Aspen TV Grassroots on YouTube and to later be replayed onto live television. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator Brooks Chatman coming to you live from Ron Patch Memorial Field and here in Game 1 of the Trent Gosha Tournament here in Carbondale, Colorado. I do apologize to any of the listeners. I did have to take a break from the broadcast booth. I had to use the restroom. So it's going to be popped up right side. Going to go foul. So Sansom Lean led off the inning with a strikeout. Now the batter will be Easton Lean. He struck out looking, then got hit by a pitch in his 2 at-bats. He's 0 for 1. Here's a pitch from Fenton. Fouls it back. 0-2. Cortez Panthers lead your Roaring Fork Rams with a score of 7-0 here in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Kenny Riley plays it cleanly, fires to first, in time for the out. Two outs here in the top of the 5th inning, and the batter will be Jarris McDonald. Jarris had a sacrifice bunt in his last at-bat. It was a beauty. Quick 2 first outs here in the inning, which you love to see. First pitch from Fenton. Sky left side, left center field. Ben Oldham says he's got it. He's got it for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3, go the Panthers, and that's what you love to see from your ace, Cole Fenton. The Rams looking to get on the board here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Just got to put some hits together, play some Roaring Fork baseball, and start to hit up Mr. Oaks, Mr. Seth Oaks of the Cortez Panthers. So once again, I'm your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, senior at Roaring Fork High School. I'm your voice of the Roaring Fork Rams here on Aspen TV, GrassRoots, YouTube, and to be replayed onto live television. You are watching the Rams versus the Panthers here in Game 1 of the Trent Gusha Tournament. Leadoff batter will be Max Seitel Hayes here in this bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch to him. Called for a ball. Rams sent the Panthers down 1, 2, 3. No strikeouts recorded. The first scoreless inning since the 2nd that the Rams have held to the Panthers. Little buckle of Seitel Hayes, but that'll be called for a strike inside. 1-1. That'll miss low. 2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 pitch to Seitel Hayes. Line to the center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Beautiful way to start this bottom half of the 5th as Max Seitel Hayes does what he does best. I do apologize for stumbling over my words right there. Leadoff single here in the 5th inning. Now the Rams will bat Teo Manconi. He lined out to second base. It was a rope, don't get me wrong. Definitely caught a barrel. Let's see if he can do that one more time here in this 5th inning. The pitch. Shallow center field. Catch will be made. Sitel Hayes retreats back to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now the batter will be Chase Fenton. Chase had a little bit of trouble timing up the fastballs in his last at-bat. He's 0 for 1 with a pop out into, or it was to shallow left center field, but the shortstop, Carver, made the catch. First pitch to Fenton. Misses outside for ball 1. Chase got into a full count in his last at-bat. Definitely prolonged, his at-bat for sure. 1-0 pitch. Misses down and in. Max Sitel Hayes will take that bag easily. Gets down and dirty. Didn't really have to. And looks like Colby Worth will go talk things over with Seth Oaks on the mound, left-handed pitcher. Quick meeting on the mound. So a runner on second, that runner being Max Sitel Hayes. Now Chase Fenton, a freshman, at the plate. Chase fiends on JV pitching. I mean, he is an absolute beast in JV games. Now, all that success just has to translate to the varsity level, as he'll have to do the same for football, as Ryan Fork does have a varsity program once again. Scott Knowles worked pretty hard this previous season to make that happen for the Rams. That's going to be popped up into shallow right field. That'll probably get down. Yes, it will. Max Sitel Hayes takes a turn around third, but he'll stay there. Runners on the corners for Ben Oldham. Looks like the day is done for Seth Oaks. Left-handed pitcher, number 16, Seth Oaks, went 5 1/3 inning, no runs allowed, 2 hits, and 4 strikeouts. I do apologize, 3 hits, actually. 2 of those 3 came here in this bottom of the 5th inning, as there has been 2 singles, one by Max Sitel Hayes, one by Chase Fenton, as you just saw. Now the new pitcher will be number 18. Now all I got to do is just find my scorecard and figure out who number 18 is. Let me get my scorecard out. Number 18 is going to be Bobby Likes. Bobby Likes is the new pitcher for the Montezuma Cortez Panthers. Here with 1 out and runners on the corners here in this bottom of the 5th inning. Likes getting his warm-up pitches through. Bobby Likes finishing up his warm-up pitches. Looks like he's got some good velocity. Runner on first is Chase Fenton. Runner on third is Max Sitel Hayes. And Ben Oldham in an RBI opportunity here to put the Rams on the board and possibly spark a big inning. Ben is 0 for 1 with the strikeout. He's playing left field today. Has had a lot of hustle plays so far in this game. A lot of, just a lot of gritty plays for sure in left field for Ben Oldham. Runners on the corners. Here with 1 out. First pitch from Likes. Called for a strike at the knees. 0-1. That'll be called for a strike, 0-2. Two runners on, one out here in this bottom of the fifth inning. The Rams looking to attack their first run on the board as we are trailing 7-0. Runners off with the pitch, swung on and missed. Throw down to second, got to be not in time. Throw down home, in time for the out. Max Hytel-Hayes caught trying to get home. So it was a good stolen base by Chase Fenton. I don't think Hytel-Hayes immediately ran home. I'm not saying it's his fault whatsoever. But good play called by Marty Matson, just couldn't get it executed. The Rams still failed to get any runs on the board. 7-0 to score against the Montezuma Cortez Panthers here in Game 1 of the Trent Gosha Tournament. Welcome back to Ron Patch Memorial Field here in Game 1 of many in this Trent Gosha Tournament. I am your play-by-play and color commentator Brooks Chatman, coming to you live from Ron Patch Memorial Field here in beautiful Carbondale, Colorado. First game of this Trent Gosha Tournament, as this has been the 4th consecutive year now the Roaring Fork Rams has hosted this tournament in memory of the late Trent Gosha. Leadoff hitter here in this inning will be Tegan Mestas. Tegan is a designated hitter today. He is 1 for 2 with a pop out and a single. Tegan will be followed by Dean York and then the leadoff hitter Corey Carver. That'll be called upstairs, 2-0. Lined into left field. That's going to go foul. Tanner Neeslanik with the wheels running down third to get that foul ball. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Called for a strike. 2-2. Called for strike 3 looking. Tegan Mestas goes down for the first time via the strikeout, and now the batter will be Dean York, who is familiar with the strikeout. He's 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. Here in this top of the 6th inning, the Rams trail the Cortez Panthers 7-0 here with 1 out in the inning. As I mentioned, the batter is Dean York. As that first pitch is going to be spiked by Cole Fenton. 1-0. This has definitely not been Cole's best outing. Definitely not been his worst. That'll miss high. 2-0. Last year, Cole faced this lineup. I don't remember the outcome, but I know he faced this lineup. Is this going to be swung on and missed, 2-1. Third base batter's box is one of the coaches for the Cortez Panthers. He's definitely, I can tell he's pretty comical, pretty funny. Also a really good encourager of his batters. So 3-1 now on Dean York, who has struck out twice. One slugging, one swinging. 3-1 pitch from Fenton. Underway. Lined foul. Watch out, cars! No cars hit. So Dean York threatening another strikeout. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 1 out in this top of the 6th inning. Fenton settles, gets the sign from Richardson. The pitch. Weak contact into right field, or right side of the infield, I should say. For a pop out to Max Hytel Hayes. 2-0 down now for the leadoff hitter, Corey Carver. Corey Carver now popped out to Kenny Riley to lead off the ballgame, then walked into the 3rd inning, then hit a 2 RBI triple. I mean, it was a frozen rope into center field. Almost hit the base of the wall, still in the air, as that pitch will be called for a strike. 0-1. No balls and a strike. Here's a pitch from Fenton. Pops it up. Jam shot. Bad communication. Max Hytel Hayes makes the catch, though, for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3, go the Cortez Panthers here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 more innings of work to go for your Roaring Fork Rams offense. Score still 7-0. Leadoff hitter here in this bottom of the 6th inning will be Kenny Riley. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Time will be called by Bob Richardson. Looks like we got 2 kids running the outfield. So they go back into center field and scurry on through the fence. Now we'll be underway. Bobby Like stays on the mound for the Panthers as he came in and pitched 2/3 inning of work. Allowed a single and then got a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike. 0-1. Kenny has been such a great leadoff hitter this season, and it has just been so fun to watch. Gets on a lot, steals a lot of bases. Great with the glove. That misses low from Likes. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Bobby Likes. High and in, 2-1. Kenny will be followed by Cole Fenton, Noel Richardson, and hopefully the rest of the Rams lineup, and then over one more time, because we would love to take game one of this Trent Gosha tournament that we host. That'll be ripped to second. Unlucky for Kenny Riley for the first out. Now Cole Fenton. Cole had a single in his first at bat, then flew out to shortstop. Cole has been on the mound the entire game for the Rams, has allowed 7 runs off of that offensive implosion in the 5th inning. That would be called for a strike by Bob Richardson, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Likes readies, gets his sign, the pitch. That'll be called low, 1-1. I do want to get my notes out of the way because I do pride in taking these notes. So a little news for the Cortez Panthers and their pitching staff. Miles Frost, as I mentioned earlier in this broadcast, tore a ligament in his elbow back in the winter. Last season, he threw to a tune of a .66 ERA, being ranked 6th in the state, with that phenomenal earned run average. This season, another big story, Corey Carver. He's having an all right start to the season. In today's game, he's having a phenomenal year, or a game, rather. Towards playoff time last season, Cortez almost went the distance, beating out 4 teams in the 3A playoff bracket, but falling to the reigning 3A Western Slope champions, the Delta Panthers. As Cole Fenton lines out into center field, that'll be the second out of the inning. Prior to today's game, Cortez endured one of the worst losses of the season as they fell to the San Juan Broncos of Blanding, Utah, 16-1. Definitely not a score you would love to see, especially as a Panthers fan. With a negative run differential this season sitting at -33, the Panthers still maintain a solid record this season. The Panthers have allowed 10 or more runs in 4 separate occasions in those 4 games, which all ended in losses. They did not score more than 3, so when they're down big, they do not score many runs whatsoever. Cortez has 5 freshmen and 6 sophomores on their 19-player active varsity roster, making up almost half of their squad to be underclassmen. And that is very impressive. Very impressive. But that's kind of similar to what the Roaring Fork Rams have going on. For the 2024 season, the Panthers have Bobby Likes, who's on the mound now, Miles Frost, who's on the bench with a torn ligament, and Darren Daves, who just tried to make that play, throw from the hole in short, not going to be in time. Noel Richardson will advance to second on the missed throw from Corey Carver. And that's going to be a good hustle by your captain, Noel Richardson. Runner on second with 2 outs. Out of those 3 captains that I mentioned, out of Bobby Likes, Miles Frost, and Darren Daves, only one senior, that senior being Miles Frost, as he's spending his senior year on the bench with that torn ligament. Currently, the Rams have 3 out of our 6 losses have been by 1 run, which has just been heartbreaking. As Tuesday's loss, as of yesterday, we went into extra innings, losing in heartbreaking fashion as the Rams, just another error in the field. Last time the Rams were here at Roaring Fork, or Ron Patch Memorial Field, they scored 31 runs in that Liberty Common doubleheader. That'll be popped up. Colby makes the catch for the 3rd out. Rams get a runner on second, but nothing going. Last inning to play for the Rams and Panthers, still trailing 7-0. Leading off this last inning of play, number 9, playing center field, Parker Conrad. Parker is 0 for 1 with a pair of walks, as that'll miss upstairs for ball 1. Cole Fenton remains on the mound. He has a 110-pitch maximum. Hopefully he can fulfill all those and still pitch tomorrow, as that'll be called for a strike at the knees. 1-1. Parker Conrad will be followed by Darren Daves and Colby Worth here in this 7th inning. The pitch, that'll bounce. Good pick by Noel Richardson. No, never mind. In and out of the glove. 2 balls and a strike. Thank you to all those viewers that have been watching this presentation of the Roaring Fork Rams versus the Cortez Panthers, as this is game 1 of many here in the Trent Goshen tournament. Goes under the glove of Kenny Riley. That'll be a base hit for Parker Conrad, his first hit of the day. New batter will be Darren Daves. Darren had a single back in the first inning, popped out to the catcher Noel Richardson back in the 3rd, and in the 4th had an RBI single and then later stole a bag. His last at-bat came in the 4th inning. Now here in the 7th, he's ahead in the count 1-0. One-zero pitch. He'll step off. It's been an unfortunate bid on offense for the Rams today. I was failed to put up 1 run. That'll miss outside. 2-0. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. That'll miss. No, almost trips over himself. 3-0. I do apologize for the moment of silence. Marty Mattson going on to the mound to talk to Cole Fenton. Looks like a lot of laughs and smiles on the mound between some of the Roaring Fork infield. Weston Sherman meeting Donnie Reed in center. Ben Holem flying solo in left. Chase Fenton will be the new pitcher, brother of Cole Fenton. So some defensive adjustments. Cole will probably move to short. Kenny Riley will move to left. Chase will move to pitcher. So the lineup as it is: Chase Fenton on the mound, Noel Richardson the catcher. At third, Teo Manconi. At short, Cole Fenton. Second base, Max Seitel Hayes. First base, Andy McMichael. Left field, Kenny Riley. Center field, Donnie Reed. And right field, Weston Sherman. Rams have failed to record an out here in this top of the 7th inning as we are trailing 7-0. Marty Mattson talking to his middle infielders and corner infielders as Chase Fenton gets his warm pitches with Noel Richardson. Wonderful day here for baseball here at the Trent Goshen Tournament here in Carbondale, Colorado, Ron Patch Memorial Field. This is just a phenomenal place for baseball, phenomenal day for baseball. The weather has been so cooperative As you know, my only complaint, but I have this complaint every time, is the pretty tough wind that I experience here on this piece of scaffolding. For those of you that aren't really aware, but I'm sure you can tell from the camera, I am I'm almost right on line with the third base bag, off the home dugout of the Roaring Fork Rams, just a little bit to the back. I'll move my camera around just a little bit, so there you can see the dugout, and you can see the rest of Ron Patcham Memorial Field in our complex. And if I move my camera just a little bit over here to the left, you'll see wonderful Ron Patcham Memorial Field and our deep outfield walls. Let me just adjust this camera back. We're all good. And now Chase Fenton will be the new pitcher. He's a freshman. Two runners on. First pitch from Chase. Lined into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Donnie Reed cuts it off smoothly. He'll throw it to the cutoff man, Teo Manconi. And another run will come across the score for the Cortez Panthers. 8-0 the score here in the top of the 7th inning. Second baseman, number 26, Samson Lean. Rams still failed to record an out here in this 7th inning. Or should I say the Panthers still have failed to record an out here. Panthers have dominated this game offensively and on the mound. 8-0 the score as that pitch misses down and away for ball one on Mr. Samson Lean. Runner is off of the pitch, check swing, down to third. Good throw by Richardson, not in time. Manconi trips over himself. That should be obstruction. Not the matter, though, so both runners in scoring position. Still nobody out, and 1-1 count. Lean went in a good RBI situation. Darren Daves at third. Parker Conrad at second. Samson Lean, the batter. The pitch. That'll be called for a strike. Good offering. 2-2 now. Two balls and two strikes. The pitch from Fenton. Man, almost got him to swing. 3-2. Threatening to walk the bases here. A full count pitch. Underway to the right-handed batter, Samson Lean. Here comes. Just got a piece of it. 3-2 once more. The pitch. Called for strike three. Good pitch from Chase Fenton for out number one here at this top of the 7th inning. I mean, just a beautiful pitch from Fenton. Now the batter will be Easton Pixler playing right field today, wearing number 3. Called for a strike, throw back to third. In and out of the glove of Teo Manconi. Could have made the play on Darren Daves as he did not get back in time, just in and out of the glove. Pixler behind the count, 0-1. Chase settles. The pitch. Line drive left field. That's deep. That is going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Good swing by Easton Pixler. Puts another 2 runs on the board. 10-0 the score. The Cortez Panthers sure know how to hit the ball well. They hit the ball with just confidence, and they hit it hard. Jarris McDonald in now. He's 0 for 3 with the sacrifice bunt. First pitch from Fenton. Called for a strike. 0-1. The pitch. Not a bounce. One thing about Chase Fenton, he always has a smile, no matter what. When he's in football and he's absolutely just destroying offensive linemen, he is still just all smiles. I remember very vividly during the football season, he came off the field after a good 3-and-out against the Glenwood Demons, and he is just all smiles. Just tired can all be, as that'll get past Noel Richardson. Easton Pickler will move up to third base. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here on Jarris McDonald. The pitch. Line drive left side. Donnie Reed coming in will make the catch. Runner is off. Donnie Reed, the throw home. Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful throw by Reed. Just a little high. 11-0 the score now here in the top of the 7th inning. And the Panthers still piling on. Tegan Mestas will be the batter. He struck out looking in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 3. The pitch. Called high for a ball. 1-0. Seven batters have came to the plate in this 7th inning. For the Panthers, that's going to be a big swing and miss. Little late. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. One more strike needed, and the Rams will get out of here. Two outs here in the 7th inning. A 4-run 7th inning is the 11-0 scores. That's going to bounce. 2-2. Chase Fenton just needs one more strike to get out of this long inning. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Went with the off-speed for strike 3. Tegan Mesta strikes out for the 3rd out. The Rams allow 4 more runs. 11-0 the score going into this last half inning. This last half inning is going to be brought to you by all of our sponsors that have made all of this possible here on Aspen TV Grassroots. To First Bank, banking for good, and to A&B Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and security to fulfill all customer, personal, and financial needs. And to Bank of Colorado, to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values. And to Retreat, a place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah mountains. Your journey to wellness begins here. And to Terra Lake Structures, sustainable building. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors for all the financial support to make this broadcast happen here on Aspen TV Grassroots. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, coming to you live from Ron Patch Memorial Field here in Game 1 of the Trent Gosha Tournament. Your Roaring Fork Rams are trailing the Cortez Panthers 11-0. Once again, I am your voice of the Roaring Fork Rams, Brooks Chatman, coming to you live in Game 1 of the Trent Gosha Tournament. Leadoff hitter here in this last half inning of work will be Ethan Gardner. Ethan grounded out to first and then struck out in his 2 at-bats. He's 0 for 2. First pitch will be to the pitcher, Likes. Throw to first, 1 pitch, 1 out. Max Hytel-Hayes will be the batter now. Max ripped a single in his last at-bat. He is 1 for 2 with a backwards K. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Max just one of 3 seniors here on this Roaring Fork varsity roster. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Tapped foul, 0-2. Rams have struggled to put some hits together and definitely struggled to run on the base paths as the backstop for the Cortez Panthers, Colby Worth, has just been an absolute unit back there, throwing out 2 runners so far this game. A lot of defensive mistakes has definitely been the demise of the Rams as Max will take that outside 1-2. Just a failure to do the little things in this game will definitely be the outcome as currently the Rams trail 11-0. So I believe a ball popped over here in left field. Dean York was able to toss back over left field wall. So the 1-2 pitch. Skied, watch out for a car. No windows broken, so that's another victory here for the vehicles here in Carbondale, Colorado. Hytel-Hayes looking for his second hit. Here's the pitch from Bobby Likes. Just got a piece of it. Staying alive. Later on today, I know the Glenwood Demons will come to play. I'm trying to think of who else. The Grand Junction Central Warriors will come to play. The Canyon City, I'm not sure of their team name, as that's going to be tapped back to the pitcher. Bobby Likes gets 2 plays in a row for 2 outs. Last man to come to the plate for the Roaring Fork Rams will be Teo Manconi. Caught a barrel in his first at-bat, then fly out to center field. Here's a pitch. Misses inside, 1-0. Pitch to Manconi. Tapped. That's going to be called foul. 1-1. Rams down to their last 2 strikes. Here's a pitch from Bobby Likes. That'll miss low inside. 1-1. I should say 2-1. Rams trail 11-0 here in this bottom of the 7th inning, down to their last out. Here's the pitch. That'll miss low. 3-1. Three balls and a strike on Manconi. The pitch. That'll hit him. Another hit by pitch for the Rams. Donnie Reed got hit by a pitch, so 2 on the day for the Roaring Fork Rams, and now Chase Fenton, the relief pitcher, will come on and hit. Chase wears number 14. Played first for the majority of the game today, then came in relief of his brother back in the 8th inning. Or I should say 6th inning. I apologize. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Chase is 1 for 2 with the single. Then he stole a base. That stolen base did lead eventually into a Max Seitel Hayes caught stealing of home. So it was an unfortunate circumstance there, as that'll bounce in front of the plate. Manconi stays at first, 1-1. Two outs here in the inning. 1-1 the count on Chase Fenton. Manconi the runner at first. Pitch from right-handed pitcher Bobby Likes. Throw back to first. Not in time. 2-1. Rams down to the last out here in this blowout game so far for the Cortez Panthers, 11-0. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Playable for the first baseman. Makes the catch for the third out. Roaring Fork Rams lose this game to the Cortez Panthers of a final score of 11-0. First game, one of many here in this Trent Gosha tournament here held at Ron Patch Memorial Field. Once more, your Roaring Fork Rams lose this first game 11-0 against the Montezuma Cortez Panthers. Some stars for the Panthers today. Corey Carver, as he played amazing in the field, hit that 2 RBI triple back in the 4th inning. Later that inning, we had an RBI single by Darren Daves, then followed by a sac fly by Jarris McDonald. Later on in the game, back in the 7th inning, we saw a combination of hits and walks that led to another 5 runs for the Panthers. Overall, the Rams just got outplayed. It was a simple game of balls and strikes, of making plays in the outfield and infield, and just putting good wood on the ball. So, overall, phenomenal game by the Cortez Panthers. It was a joy to have them out here. Cole Fenton went 6th in the 3rd innings. He was then came in relief by his brother Chase Fenton. As for the Cortez Panthers, Seth Oakes pitched all the way up into 6 1/3 as he came into relief, or Bobby Likes came in relief of him. So once again, final score 11-0. Your Roaring Fork Rams go down to the Cortez Panthers here in Game 1 of this Trent Gosha tournament. I am your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, coming to you live from Ron Patch Memorial Field here on Aspen TV, GrassRoots on YouTube, and to later be played onto live television. Thank you very much to all those listening to this broadcast of your Roaring Fork Rams. Final score, 11-0.